Hi everyone, my name's Matt, this is the Coaster Giant channel, and here is the construction update number 17 from the Drayton Manor Resort, where we go and check out the brand new Intamin Lift Launch coaster that we now know is called Gold Rush thanks to an announcement from the park in the last few days. They've also told us that there's definitely going to be a backwards launch section, and the height restriction is just 1 metre tall. Let's get straight over to the resort and check out what's changed in the last few weeks since the last construction update.
Up at the top of the hill in the usual spot, we can see the maintenance shed here. That's all been finished off on the outside now like it was last time. The train is still in there. There is some people working on the site as well today, but it is Sunday, so I doubt we're going to see any testing, but we never know. One thing I can see from up here is there's lots of theming elements been going into place by the looks of it. There's all kind of boards down here and something over there as well. So let's get into the park and check it out. From this point we can get a great shot into the maintenance shed, and we can also see lights on in the building to the left, which is where the launch track section is. And just before then as well, I feel like this is like more open than it was before. You get a really good shot now of that switch track just before you go into that building with the massive barn doors on it. So I'm just at the bottom of the hill now, just outside Vikings before I go into the park, and you can see that all of this area has been totally flattened. This was all like loads of just heaps of soil last time I was here, so this has all been flattened down now. I wonder what they're going to do with this area. It looks kind of derelict right now, but you can see it's just really close to the construction site over there. So it'd be nice if this was all included. Historically, the boundary of the park was just over there where you can see the green fence. But yeah, I wonder if this could actually be used for something inside the park in future. So just opposite Sheriff Showdown up the hill, we've got a massive new theming piece going in. It looks like a big entrance portal. It's all wooden, but then there's like, you can see mine tracks across the top. So maybe we're going to get like a mine car up there or something, some kind of old coaster track, car or train would be really cool. But yeah, that just runs straight over the top of that, and then you can see the like steel beams of track just sticking out over the edge. So just looking through the gate where this entrance portal's been put in, looks like we've got a few separate queue lines, or maybe that's the exit from the ride over there. You can see that wooden frame. There's loads of fences going in, very similar to what you see in Vikings, with all of the wood and the netting. There's a bin in the way, but see this massive theming piece here? I recognise that. That used to be outside Shockwave. So that whole Shockwave and River Rapids area used to be mine themed. They actually used to have a gold mine themed roller coaster in that area too many years ago when I was a kid. But yeah, so that theming piece is very old. That was originally outside Shockwave, 1994 I'm guessing, and it still survives. It survived the move up to this point. So I wonder how much other old theming pieces we're going to see in this new area when it opens soon. So we're just right at the top of the hill now. We can see the top of the lift hill there and that section of track coming out from the launch section. It's all been fenced off. It looks like they've grass seeded all around the back of this toilet block as well, which has now got a really nice hand painted sign on it. I think it's hand painted anyway. Maybe it's vinyl, I don't know. But you can see, yeah, the grass is starting to grow through. So let's hope this coaster doesn't open in just a muddy patch of land and it actually looks good. So there's still quite a lot of work to do in this back area. There's still loads of wood piled up over there, loads of cables and all sorts of stuff, and this road looks pretty ropey. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with all these buildings. I've said it before, but it'd be nice if they can screen them off or clad the buildings to make it match the rest of the area.
It's great to see that the landscaping is already taking place in the area. There's loads of trees have been planted, the grass is growing nicely. I really like the fact that when you're walking under the track as well, rather than just through a cage or through some netting, there appears to be really nicely themed framework and rooftops to keep you safe as you walk under the coaster track. Here we can also see some of the area's already been turfed. There's some nice plants, nice rocks. But yeah, this area is looking really nice.
So just outside the exit from the Haunting, we can now see that the new building that we reported on last time in the last construction update has now got signage on. It's going to be a souvenir shop branded as an Undertaker, the last souvenir shop. I imagine that's where all the ride photos are going to be as well. That building actually, now it's got a roof and everything on, looks bigger than I thought. You've got the apex roof, and then there's a little bit that comes out from it as well. I don't know if that's a sheltered area or if it's part of the building. Let's have a closer look. So they've actually moved the construction wall since my last visit. It's all blocked off here now, so I can't get around the back of Accelerator. And that's where the station is, so I'm guessing they're working on all the landscaping out of the front here. It'll be interesting with the entrance portal around the side, but the shop here, I'm guessing there's going to be multiple different entrances and exits to the area. And there's still that big framework on the top up there with nothing on it. There's definitely, I'm excited about what's going to be up there. There's going to be something special up there. They're obviously trying to keep it a secret for as long as possible. The roof's a funny shape up there. But yeah, that's some hefty steel work ready for hopefully a really decent theming piece. So on the exit of the Haunting, you can see the old cafe is currently being used as a bit of a workshop. There's loads of paint in here. I love how they're like hand painting all the signs that are going into this new area. It's really cool. You can see the sign over there for the toilets. I'm guessing that's going to go on the main entrance portal sign. And then over there you can see some really big boards. And I'm guessing they're either going to be about to be painted with the name of the ride, which we now know is Gold Rush, or they're ready painted on the other side and they're ready to go on the entrance portals to the queue line or maybe to that area. This is a huge space as you exit the Haunting through there. You've got the cafe through there. You've got all this space that's just kind of empty. And it goes even further as well behind that wall. So I would love to see this turn into like a really nice restaurant. This is actually called a saloon on the outside, so it could be like a nice Wild West saloon bar with the flapping doors, and yeah, it'd be a really cool place to hang out. So again, just on the other side, outside Accelerator, all of the construction walls have been moved, so we can't get around there, all the way up to Accelerator. The train's still in the station, we can see all the air gates and everything. We talked about all that before, but we could have a little cheeky peek around the fence and see if we can see anything that's going on. It's looking very nice in there. So down here outside Jormungandr in the Vikings area, we can see some extra theming has gone in. There's loads of sign writing gone on the side of the launch section building as well. Still got that hole in the roof as well that I mentioned last time. I am excited. I would love it if there was like a fire effect or some kind of sparks or something in there. That shed is now called the Dynamite Storage. It's got dynamite written in big letters down there as well. And on the new fence that they've put over there, it says danger. I can see some extra theming pieces as well, like the big water storage thing over there, right where my finger is. And then the queue line that we mentioned last time that zigzags down all through the area that this new coaster now goes through. Just zigzags down over there. And there's a big covered section, all with permanent lighting inside it. So it's looking really good. And then obviously you go into that building as well, so even on a rainy day, we should be able to stay dry when queuing for this coaster.
And that is almost it for today's update. Now, although it would have been nice for me to have seen it testing with my own eyes, it is a Sunday today. I work Monday to Friday, so it's very difficult to get to the park on a weekday. But I've seen footage of it testing. The ride looks pretty good. It's pretty snappy when it's going through some of them little twists and turns. And the launch looks quite punchy when it drops back down the lift hill. So yeah, there's loads of stuff out there online. Go and have a look. You will find some footage of it testing. Now, opening dates. The park still haven't given us an actual opening date, but they have said it's going to be ready for the summer. Now, if you're aware of Attraction Source, they're an organisation that put on coaster events in theme parks all around the UK. They originally advertised an event in May for Drayton Manor, and then it got postponed until July. And now it's been postponed again and is being advertised as taking place on the first weekend in August. Now, I personally think this gives us a massive hint that this coaster is going to be open by then. And we're already 1 week into July. So I think with all of the groundwork that's happening, all of the testing that's been happening during the week, and how finished all the landscaping appears to be, it's only a matter of time before this coaster opens. I reckon it in probably 2, maximum of 3 weeks' time, this coaster could finally be open and we can finally get on it and try it out. I can't wait just to explore that queue line. It's looking pretty decent. And the coaster, yeah, it's going to be pretty good too. And that's it for this week's update. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a like. And if you haven't already, then please consider subscribing to the channel for more updates from Drayton Manor, Alton Towers and theme parks from all around Europe. There's loads of vlogs to come. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.